Muy buenos días, aquí Luis Carlos ARIAS con Prensa Atlanta. Estamos aquí en la ciudad de Atlanta hoy, lunes, agosto 15, 2022. Me encuentro aquí porque la ciudad de Atlanta va a abrir otra vez el centro de detención donde van a transferir prisioneros del condado de Fulton a este centro de detención aquí en Atlanta. Ahí detrás de mí podemos ver la protesta. Quieren cerrar la cárcel. Ahora quieren cerrar la cárcel, el centro de detención de la ciudad de Atlanta, y están ahí a frente de la casa de City Hall, la casa administradora de aquí de la ciudad de Atlanta. Quieren cerrar esto. Vamos a ver un poquito de lo que está pasando al frente. Aquí Prensa Atlanta transmitiendo en vivo hoy lunes 15 de agosto 2022 a frente de Atlanta City Hall, donde hoy están protestando que cierren la cárcel de detención de la ciudad de Atlanta.
That's my brother right there. I'm one of the lead Atlanta community leaders out here. I was with the Georgia State Conference, NAACP. I'm the chair of the Armed Service and Veteran Affairs. So it is very important to me not only be out here as an advocate for mental health, but as a veteran, disabled veteran of the U.S. Army that deals with mental health, such as PTSD and maybe depression disorder. On mental aid, I run into a lot of my veterans and comrades that are dealing with mental health and they're dealing with housing as well. Far too often we forget about the people that sacrifice themselves for the common goal, and that's the freedom of country that doesn't matter. And we really don't find that out till we get out. We really don't find that till we get out. And I also advocate for the women such as myself that suffer from the military sexual trauma.
Aquí Luis Carlos Arias en la ciudad de Atlanta, trayéndole esta transmisión en vivo. Estamos en una protesta para que cierren el centro de detención de Atlanta. Aquí pueden ver cartones que dicen que cierren la cárcel y la reemplacen con un centro de mejoranza, de igualdad. No quieren nuevas camas en las cárceles. Honor a John Lewis, no extensión a la cárcel. Como ven, hay otros medios de comunicación aquí tomando fotos, video de este evento hoy. Lunes 15 de agosto, ya estamos en la mitad de agosto de 2022, increíble. Excelente día hoy.
So we've been back here before. Folks have been dealing with the city for over 5 years to get them to close this jail. Promise after promise after promise after promise has been made, and now those promises have been broken.
Promesas se han hecho y no se han cumplido, se han rompido.
These elected officials have stood up there, told us one thing, and as soon as our back was turned, they stabbed us in the back. They stabbed us in the back. They stabbed the people in the back. And for what? To open up a jail to put who in? Homeless people? Right? People who are drug abuse? People who may be mentally ill? That's who's going to fill those jails up. They're not filling those jails up with people who are so-called murderers. They're not filling those jails up with organized crime people. If they were filling up with organized crime, they would be in there themselves, wouldn't they?
That's right!
Because City Hall is the biggest racket there is. They tell you that they're here for you, for the people, but all they're here for is developers.
Yeah.
They're here for the developers and the capitalist class and the technology class that's moving to Atlanta and building up those co-ops and condos and houses that are too expensive for regular people to live in Atlanta. And so what do? They put regular people in jail. They're building this to put people in jail, and they don't let the line is all they going. They got a provision in there that's 700 going all the way up to full capacity at 1,300. Once they fill this jail up, they're not going to close it. They're not going to close it. Once they fill this jail up, it's going to be open on and on and on and on. So we got to
Dice que cuando se empieza a llenar esta cárcel, no se va a cerrar y va poco a poco a empezar a llenarse.
Human beings who can be better housed, better fed, better jobs, better everything out in the street with real city services. So instead of spending city money where people need it, they're going to spend it on the jails. And then they're all lining up to get the loot.
Yes.
What is the city of Atlanta lining up to do? Oh, we'll get this amount of money per prisoner, right? Per inmate. Let's get that. Let's divide that up. Yo, families got to make phone calls. So we're going to get
Para gente que no sabe la situación en Atlanta, ya hay mucha gente prisionera en la cárcel de Fulton. Entonces les van a poner en el centro de detención de Atlanta, que antes estaba sido cerrado y también tenía gente sin papeles, pero ya Después del alcalde anterior se cerró y ahorita se va a abrir otra vez. Y lo que no quieren es que empiece a esto a llenarse de gente otra vez. Y ellos están reclamando que están diciendo mentiras aquí en esta ciudad.
These elected officials are not your friends, and they've proven that today. So we're here to do what? To close that jail. Close that jail.
Cierren esta cárcel. Cierren esta cárcel. Es lo que ellos están diciendo.
Close that jail. What? 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 Close that jail. Let them hear you. Close that jail. Close that jail.
Today I found myself in front of City Hall, 55 Trinity. And today they're protesting here, demanding to close the jail, Atlanta Detention Center, to stop the flow of prisoners. Now that the Fulton County jail is full, they're going to put prisoners at the Atlanta Detention Center, and they want this to stop.
Black people. All of this is under a black mayor, a black city council. For the last 50 years. They tell us one thing and do another. They come in there and tell you they're from the community and they want your vote. And then when you vote for them, they go and do everything opposite that.
Wow.
They go and they tear down public housing. They chase homeless people out the city. They build new construction and they give tax breaks to the rich. Those folks ain't your friends. Those folks don't care about you. We got to care about us. And we got to force them to do what we need them to do. Right? That's right. So let's bring up our speaker, our next speaker, and from Sturge is going to come up and talk a little bit about what's going on from their perspective.
Aquí transmitiendo en vivo, en directo, Prensa Atlanta, en la ciudad de Atlanta, Georgia. Estamos al frente de City Hall, donde hoy día están protestando cerrar este centro de detención en Atlanta.
Andre Dickens told us that the humanitarian initiative was to lease the jail to Fulton County. We know that that's no humanitarian initiative. That adding 700 additional cages for our neighbors, for our people, is not a humanitarian initiative. We know that jails cannot, the city council is operating under an idea that we can make the jail a place where people are healed, a place where people are reformed, and we know that that's impossible. Jails can never be places of healing. Jails can never be places of reformation. There is no healing in a jail. There is no healing in a place where you don't have access to the basic things that people need to heal. There's no healing in a place where you can't sleep. There's no healing in a place where you can't eat. There's no healing in a place where you're hungry. So what we want is to remove something. Do the actual humanitarian.
Como ves, estamos al frente de City Hall hoy día. Aquí a la entrada de City Hall, protesta para cerrar la cárcel de Atlanta Centro de Detención. ¿Hablas español?
No, I'm sorry.
Close Atlanta City Jail. You're talking about the detention center. You're talking about the detention center.
I speak Spanish.
¿O tú hablas español?
Un poco.
Unas palabras de decirle a la gente qué está pasando aquí en Atlanta.
No hablo muy bien, pero creo que la mejor cosa a hacer es cerrar la cárcel para la gente pobre, negra, negro. Eso no es lo que se hace.
Ellos están reclamando que esto es injusto, que no deberían abrirla porque se va a llenar otra vez y va a perder control.
Estoy de acuerdo. Es injusto.
¿Qué les diría a la comunidad latina hispana de la situación que está pasando aquí en la ciudad?
El cárcel no sirve de nada que está de clase, que está trabajando, que es pobre. No soy latina, pero para la gente negro, morena, no es cosa buena.
Porque estaban diciendo que los vagabundos, gente que no puede pagar, los van a poner ahí y no necesitan estar en cárcel.
Sí. This is something, ¿cómo se dice? Increases poverty, la pobreza.
Sí.
Es algo que
hay mucho en Atlanta y están haciendo poniendo gente ahí para sacarlos de las calles.
Y para alguien entrar a una cárcel es it makes it worse. How do you say it makes it worse? Sí, lo hace peor. Es muy caro estar encarcelado para la persona, para la familia. So, no es bueno.
¿Y tu nombre?
Hamdi.
Gracias también. Mucho gusto.
Okay. Yo lo siento, no hablo muy bien, pero... ¿Cómo se llama usted?
Carlos, con Prensa Atlanta.
Carlos, con Prensa. Okay.
You can say something in English.
Okay, it's the same in Spanish. This is not good for people that are poor, working class. Incarcerating people increases poverty, it increases crime. It doesn't solve crime. So this is not something that we want.
This is good. They don't want this. The center should be, like I say, they close it and put a center for the wellness.
I'm a medical student too, so it's something that's part of a philosophy almost. Like, this is not good for people's health, for the community's health, for the city's health. So.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you for your work.
Did I give you a flyer?
Thank you. Ahí, como pueden ver, esta persona nos dijo unas palabras de la situación que está pasando aquí con esta cárcel, que la van a abrir otra vez para poner más gente, ya que estaba lista para cerrar, pero hay un nuevo gobierno, un nuevo alcalde. La gente decidió mantenerla abierta otra vez para poner más gente, ya que la otra cárcel de Fulton ya está llena y no cabe más gente. Tenemos gente, doctores aquí, dicen que también estos problemas psicológicos, gente que tienen problemas mentales y a veces los ponen ahí en la cárcel para sacarlos de las calles de aquí de la ciudad, como hay mucho vagabundo, mucha gente entonces sin dónde vivir.
That's right. Our next speaker is Margaret Design for Women on the Rise.
Good morning. All right, so let me start off by saying I told you this might be emotional. Please overlook this. I'm passionate. I'll tell you, I'm Mama Hassan. I'm the next director of Women on the Rise.
I like how she's
incarcerated and currently incarcerated in Fulton County Jail. I myself was inside Fulton County Jail. I was there when I was the one, and we are the ones that represented that actually slept on the floor.
Any words for the Hispanic community about today's event?
You don't speak Spanish.
That's all right.
Oh, well, I think we're out here today to make sure that this jail gets closed because what's happening is a travesty. The mayor has promised over and over again that he was going to close this jail, particularly when he was a city councilman, and he's negotiated in bad faith. And what he's done instead is hand this jail over to the Fulton County Sheriff's Department to make sure that it gets filled up with beds. And again, once it opens, they're never going to close it. So we have to shut it down.
What would you like to tell the people to do to support this.
They have to call, they have to email, they have to come out to city council and speak, they have to post on social media, they have to come out to rallies and demonstrations like this. This is our opportunity to close it, because now we know what side the mayor is on. The negotiations is over. This is all about pushing back and fighting back against what he's doing.
If you don't do this, he's going to expand it.
He's definitely going to expand. He's going to go from 700, and I think what I've seen in the actual lease agreement is that they have the potential to go up to 1,300 jails. So they're not looking to close this jail. Once it's open, I feel like it's going to stay open, and they're going to come up with excuse after excuse after excuse to keep it open.
Your name?
Kamal Franklin.
Thank you, Kamal.
Thank you, sir.
There you go, an explanation of what the protest is here all about in front of City Hall today. We see these individuals holding signs to close the detention center, the jail, before it gets even fuller, with more prisoners being brought in from the jail from the county, Fulton County, where the mayor of Atlanta border is. You see City Hall. Right in there is the council member. The mayor's where this is his offices, City Hall, 55 City Hall. Right in there is the mayor of Atlanta. And today we see these protesters demanding the jail to be closed. In Atlanta, Georgia, live, Luis Carlos Arias, Prensa Atlanta.
While we fight and nail for years to get people to understand, we need resources. And when I say we, I mean that's for me.
Como ves, estamos aquí en la ciudad de Atlanta, Georgia, donde hoy hay protestas. Aquí pueden ver que siempre hay construcción, nuevos edificios, nuevas cosas. Quieren que no traigan más prisioneros a Atlanta, la policía, a esta cárcel. Atlanta Police. Le están diciendo, rogando a Council de la ciudad de Atlanta que oigan y que no hagan más abierto esta cárcel, más extensión, que paren por votar. Es lo importante, lo que dice ella.
Close that jail! Close that jail!
Cierren esa cárcel, cierren esa cárcel, es lo que están exclamando.
Close that jail! Close that jail! Close that jail! Close that jail! So what's happening here, yo? What's happening? The city is spending money on housing for police in areas in southwest Atlanta. The city is spending money on community centers.
Aquí Luis Carlos con Prensa Atlanta, trayendo la información en vivo, en directo desde la ciudad de Atlanta. Estamos a frente de City Hall, donde hoy día están protestando para que cierren esta cárcel, el centro de detención de Atlanta, antes de que pierda control y van a traer más prisioneros. Hablamos con dos personas y nos dijeron por qué están aquí, la decisión que piensan del tema. Y lo más importante, que se involucren, que vengan a estas reuniones, que voten y investiguen, sepan qué es lo que está pasando aquí en Atlanta. Aquí Luis Carlos Arias, en vivo, en directo para Prensa Atlanta.
Fighting back against police violence in our communities. They lied to us and said, oh,